Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. And it is a thirsty Thursday, and God knows we're going to the right place tonight because we're going to do a live show probably around 6:30, 7 p.m. in Roswell at the Rockin' Taco as they prepare for an 8 p.m. show of the Yacht Rock Schooner band. So it's a smaller yacht rock band.
Yeah, it's the smaller formation, but same great soft classic rock 70s, late 70s, early 80s. In fact, of course, we're going to end our track 13 this week with another Yacht Rock special that'll come up at the end of the show.
And I've been trusting you, and it's almost like, why am I trusting you? I'm the guy that ordered the K-Tel hits of the 70s as a kid. I had to have it. And my dad's like, what? I saw the commercial constantly. And I'd hear the songs. And it had Bad, Leroy Brown, baddest man.
That was just hits. That wasn't the yacht rock genre specific because it wasn't really a thing back then when it was happening. It was just soft rock.
It was. And it had Three Dog Night.
Yeah, that's a little more classic. You're talking about your K-Tel. So that was just overall hits of the 70s.
And then I get the album. I still own it. It's in my safe. I still have it. I never got rid of it. And one of these days I'll frame it just for the hell of it because it meant so much to me. I think I was in the 4th grade when I got it.
God, that's so funny because I think one of my first records was an early 80s top 40 K-Tel compilation.
Yeah, it's always the compilations that get you. Those were a thing. You're like, because they've got all the hits from 10 other albums, you're like, well, I'm not buying it for the other 9 songs.
And plus, you're a kid listening to the Casey Kasem top 40. You know, I guess the last part of that was those Now This Is. Remember those CD that were out in the aughts? Mm-hmm. It would be like, it's called Now. It was like Now Music. It would be like a CD compilation of like the top Britney songs and Christina, that era. Yeah. You remember those? Now This Is Music. I think it was called Now This Is Music.
I don't remember that, but that's cool that they did it.
But that was the last iteration of, I don't think kids do that now. There's no compilations. There's no records these days.
I wonder what they were paying. I mean, you and I could do that. We'll just pick up, compilations and put them together. We don't have to do any work. We just sell it.
Now it's just all about your playlist, and Spotify does it for you. They just make your playlist.
Yes, they do. And I have a playlist. Mine's called The Last 2 Hours.
Of what? The last 2 hours of your life of what you want to listen to?
So basically, it was my joke. I said, my last 2 hours. Now, I'm not saying that I won't listen to it having sex, because if I can have sex in the last 2 hours, I will. I'd like to call a couple of people and say, hey, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. But that's the music that's going to be playing in the background. It will be my background music until the missile hits or the earthquake occurs or the wave crushes in on us, whatever. If I've got a warning, I'm listening to my last 2 hours.
You got a 2 hour playlist ready to go.
I don't have 3, so I don't know what I would do if it was 3 hours till we died. 5 hours, but I love the name of it, and it became my compilation. I don't have any others. I don't have a 70s thing. So the yacht rock thing, I enjoy it. And you know what? I enjoy it visibly. So I like to see the artist. The fact these guys all dress up like the artist of the day. Yeah. There's always a captain, like Captain and Tennille guy.
And there's, I don't know if they'll have it tonight at the Rockin' Taco, but when I saw them at the big amphitheater, Ameris Bank, they had like a Bruce Blackman, the guy that was in Starbuck, friend of the show.
Because they realized that he was an influenced guy. He's a big yacht rocker, and he's got the white derby hat.
Yeah, and they had a guy playing keyboard kind of dressed like him. So they kind of dress like actual, stars of that era. Yeah, so that's, as a minor in tribute band theory, all members of the band need to dress up and dress the era, dress the band they're
100%.
doing, and they do it.
They do it.
So that's where we'll be tonight. Yacht Rock Schooner, Rockin' Taco, downtown Roswell. Thursday is back to being the new Friday.
We are making it the new Friday at the coolest bar on the north side, which is Rockin' Taco. The good news is we will now be there every Thursday night.
So we did it. We've been wanting to do this for a while now.
There was a big meeting yesterday, and the powers that be, along with a great proposal from moi, we have agreed to do a live show there every Thursday that will air on the Yeah Come On show every Friday. So if you didn't go, you'll see what you missed.
And then come back next week.
And then you got
Thursday.
a shot. Here's the thing. You don't have to wait till the first Thursday. We're there every Thursday. Now, the first Thursday, just to keep you in mind, is always the big band. That's
Yeah.
the one they're going to pay. And let me tell you, these tributes be glad Rockin' Taco's doing it and other people, it's expensive.
Oh yeah, well, and 37 Main, kind of got squashed. So the Rockin' Taco's really taking that over on the north side.
Yeah, 37 Main was killing it and doing it. Thank you, Alpharetta, for effing the boys over. Not really Alpharetta, the city of Johns Creek, listening to a bunch of liberal douchebags that lived in the condos that want to walk their dogs at 7 in the morning, and the dogs are barking because they hear music. I'm like, are you kidding me? I would have put padding. I would have put used mattresses on the roof just to kill the noise. I don't know why they couldn't fight that fight and why they lost that location.
Well, they did. They did spend a lot of money soundproofing it as best they could.
Yeah, they did.
Like right before they shut them down.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they had all kinds of acts there. I took my in-laws and my wife there because it was right around the corner. Then I'd stay there, and then drive in from Johns Creek because, man, it was a good time. And let me tell you, the owners, the three brothers, they were all about let's drink backstage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like shot. And I'm like, yes. I think the drunkest I got was with Fozzy. When Fozzy was there.
They also had national acts there.
Oh,
I think Skid Row played there.
Skid Row did. I introduced him on
Okay.
stage. And then the dude, boy, did my wife and I get in an argument that night. It was Halloween. So we'd done our contest. So I'm a pirate. And that's just the contest I wore. My wife was a hot pirate. I'm just a pirate. Had my eyeliner. My sister-in-law was some kind of thing that she had painted, and she's staying with us. We literally go out because I'm supposed to have an interview for Bailey and Southside on Rock 100.5 with him, Sebastian. And I've got all kinds of great questions to ask that dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait. It was Sebastian?
He was there.
It was him solo then.
Solo without the band.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But
Gotcha.
he sang their songs.
Yeah, of course.
So I go on the bus. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. And then my wife's like, okay. He's involved. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Nobody came. I'm like, I saw you get on the bus. And then you see the curtain. I hate when you do the curtain and you're like, whatever. And I'm like, I know I'm a pirate, but I'm a radio personality. I'm supposed to interview Sebastian. So I'm going down. I'm supposed to interview. And my sister-in-law's like, oh my God, can we just go? And Amanda's like, come on, man, people want to go. Let's just go. And I'm like, no. And I'm drunk. I'm like, I must do the interview. I've teased it. He's obligated. And
it was already set up. They just didn't know it was you. It was the radio.
I guess. And I'm like, I'm Southside Steve. And I'm sitting there yelling. And there's nothing more embarrassing than yelling your name and nobody answering. I'm Southside Steve. Does that mean anything? And you're like, this is egg on my face. But no egg on the face at Rockin' Taco. We know the bands. These guys, this is the party place. But it's not just crazy party. It's just classy, good, hardworking people having a good time. All ages are there, and the staff's fantastic. We'll see you tonight at Rockin' Taco. Hey, this is Southside Steve from the Green Room for the Red, White, and Green Show with Ted Jenkins. Currently, we're not in the green room, but this is a green room to me because there's $1 million buses. I'm standing with Parker. Parker is with Rap Star USA, a proud sponsor of the Red, White, and Green Show, and that's WRAP star.com. And Parker, we talked about the turnaround if there's damage with a wrap and how people out there with businesses, we see all the wrap vehicles, but some of them don't look good, therefore you may not get business calls. Also, if you got a high-end car, a boat on Lake Lanier, a motorcycle, a third of the price of paint protects the paint that's on there and looks better. And what can you say to that?
Just mainly just helps you stand out. If you're just tired of seeing just plain cars driving down the road, that's the big problem today. They make just whites, grays, blacks. You can stand out fully. It's the whole rainbow at that point, and you're protecting your vehicle at the same time. And if, say, you get a big rock chip on the front end or you get into a fender bender, you can just pull that panel right off, sand it, clean it, and just rewrap it again. So the turnaround time for repairs is a fraction that it is when it comes to paint.
I will never paint again. I'm wrapping it. I didn't wrap it as a child or a teenager, excuse me, but I'm wrapping it now. It's rapstarusa.com. Parker's ready to work for you. I'm not going to say anything because I'm having a good day. I'm not going to say anything. Occasionally, there's a pause. And you know what? You need pauses in life.
Yeah, we need a pause, and Mike knows that it's one of those days, and he was like, hey man, He said it's just the equipment. It's not reacting. It happened, so we got it. No big deal.
Well, now you got into it. Can you? Damn it, son. No, sorry. I'm not your son. You're not my son. Whatever. I already got two. It is time for a little Steve MZ, and with Steve MZ, we might as well get into it because there's always something going on, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Steve MZ brings you Scott Eastwood. Did you know Clint had a bunch of kids? I didn't realize he did.
Mm-mm.
He was married twice, still married now, I think, to the love of his life. He's just a good dude. Clint Eastwood, I think, is either 92 or 96. I don't even have to look it up because it doesn't matter. He's in his 90s.
Yeah.
And he still goes, to the gym and everything. But you remember how Clint Eastwood was so coiffed with the hair, especially the Dirty Harry movies and stuff. And everything he did, that now he's kind of going with the Gran Torino, I just woke up look.
Yeah.
It's got the hair's kind of and he just doesn't care, but he's there. I think he's got his faculties. We did announce on Steve MZ that he quit acting a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
He said, nothing else. I'm done. So right now he's living out his good life. Well, his son is a chip off the old block. He is Dirty Harry in Hollywood. And guess who he got entangled with? This is a story that just broke. And it's kind of interesting that it's just coming out. Did you ever watch the movie Fury with the tank? It was a tank. Brad Pitt's like the tank commander.
No.
And Shia LaBeouf's in it.
Yeah, I know. I think I know. It's a war movie.
It's a war movie. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, it turns out, also so is Scott Eastwood. But they're doing the war movie. And I guess everything we hear about Shia LaBeouf is true. He's an incredible actor with a drinking problem, and he imagines things are happening that aren't happening. Did you just look at me, man? Like, what's your problem, bro? He's that dude, I think, when he gets drunk. But
he's just difficult to work with.
He's difficult in general.
Yeah.
He's very difficult. So Shia LaBeouf's running his mouth, and Scott Eastwood's like, shut your mouth or I'm going to kick your ass. Those were his exact words. And I love it. Brad Pitt had to get between them. So I thought that was funny, just to know that Brad Pitt broke up a fight and that Scott Eastwood will carry on Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry. And it's just a story. It came out. It's not a big deal, but I just thought I'd bring it up just because for me, it's hilarious. I just want a badass. Do we not need a badass in Hollywood? Mel Gibson's getting old. Everybody's getting old.
All the badasses, everyone else is a little timid. They're not going to really, be the Hollywood Kid Rock and just speak out on whatever. Not necessarily Republican. Don't to be,
No, I'm not saying
left
conservative.
left or right. No, just kind of be real, like a Johnny Depp even.
I know Johnny Depp kind of was out there a little bit, and he's very hilarious. That was one of the best divorces as far as watching divorce on TV. It was just like, he's like, well, I don't know what she's talking about. And and he's like, smart, get into character of somebody we love, act like the pirate. The jury is going to love you. And it's like, I'm Amber Heard. Is anybody listening? No, nobody hears you. Nobody hears you. Other things going on in the world for me, sports. It's kind of cool that sports guys, people are starting to speak out. We are sensing a pendulum move back and forth, and nobody's better at that than Kid Rock has been the guy carrying that. But now other people are doing it, athletes are doing it, and people are starting to call out the insanity of the world. And I'm wondering, TMZ that does this for a living, how are they going to react? Because, whose side are they going to take when it becomes obvious that the world is changing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking to see. Steve MZ is always going to fight for the flag, fight for the country, talk about what's cool, call out what's uncool. But now the pressure is on them. How are they going to handle it? And I will tell you on Steve MZ, as the change happens, right now there's a doc out on Netflix. And if you haven't watched it, and I hate it, it's the Idaho mass shooting.
Oh, I feel like I've already seen a bunch of documentaries, but I did see there's a new one on that whole thing. And he's wanting a new trial.
He is. And what they're saying is Kohlberger can't stand being relevant. He doesn't like being where he's at. He's an extremely freak when it comes to cleanliness. He has to spray everything. So he doesn't like the dirty jail cell. He's going nuts.
Well, then you shouldn't have killed 3 people.
Thank you. Or you should take the death penalty, which is what everybody wanted you to get. Or you should do a tell-all and tell us exactly what happened and then it was you. But if you watch that documentary, there's new stuff on it. I just want to tease to it and send you there. If you haven't watched it, it could be a good weekend watch for you. But man, it is behind the scenes. It is cops with cameras coming in. They're showing blood splatter. They're showing more than they did, and they're telling you more than they ever have. So this is the documentary. Not that I'm trying to be agoraphobe or anything like that, but for people that are really interested and want to see it, it's crazy when you find out everything, and I think this does that.
Hey, this is Southside Steve at North Atlanta Golf Carts right here in Brazelton and Dawsonville, whichever one's closer to you. And I'm sitting in a Donago right now. This is a family 6-seater, sound, everything, all the bells and whistles. $12,999, and you start it with a key. No, a card. Yeah, come on. I forgot to tell you, it's got a rear backup camera. Awesome. Donago, North Atlanta Golf Carts.
Polydictainment.
And also Polydictainment brought to you by Elite Finishes. That is our next video. We shot a live shot at my house when he did my kitchen. Sheesh is the guy you want to get a hold of. He's got 4 well-trained crews. I saw 2.5 of the crews do my house. And he even said, yeah, I've got one of my guys, one of the crews, they're doing a big project and I need him out there. And I'm like, if this is your BNC, this is incredible, but professional. And there's too many people out there doing the same damn job. You need to go with somebody that is going to do it perfect. You don't want the most expensive or the cheapest. You want somewhere in the middle. That's Elite Finishes. Get the best professional job done by the best that I've seen, and I know their work. I went after him as an advertiser because I wanted to represent him, and now he's done my kitchen, and I know I'm good.
All right, there you go.
And your girlfriend needs to get her kitchen done.
She's looking at doing cabinets, just like you did. Having the cabinet.
Just paint the cabinets, man. Paint whatever you got to paint, indoor or outdoor. We go along with our little houses, and we do what we do. Maybe we buy a golf cart. Every time I watch that video, I want a golf cart just to ride around in because it's cool, especially if you live in one of those communities that people ride around in them. And now they can be on the road 35 miles an hour. So North Atlanta and painting. But then all of a sudden you look at the world. If you watch politics, it almost makes you like, why am I busting my ass? Why are these people making stupid decisions? What's the direction of my country? What are we doing? And it frustrates you.
It does, but I got some vindication, or those of us who want some kind of COVID reckoning had a little validation today. Fauci in contempt.
I saw it.
They voted this, I think it was this morning.
It was this morning.
It was this morning, and they voted Congress, that Senate Homeland Committee that they had last week, holding him in contempt of Congress for not answering and taking the fifth. Now, they voted against party lines, so it was like 8-7.
Yeah.
And, of course, the people defending Fauci, like, oh, it's a witch hunt or whatever. Even Fauci said, in his opening statement that Rand Paul has this unhinged thing about. No! Rand Paul, along with lots of other Americans, are unhinged about this, and they're not over it.
Well, what our country...
we still see some of the remnants of this. Businesses are destroyed, families screwed up, the people still wearing masks. You still see stickers on the floor, 6 feet up. Like, no, we want some kind of reckoning. So, yes, in contempt. Now, it's up to the Department of Justice if they're going to really pursue it or not. So this really may not turn into anything. It's just good to know that he's in contempt.
I love it. I love it.
I don't even know what that means. It's just in contempt. It's a win for us.
It's a win. And when you say us, I know you're speaking of America. You're not speaking as a Republican.
No, not just speaking for Rand Paul either. It's a lot of people that just, were fed up. It was crazy from the beginning. And even the overreaction, but the fact that he lied, and it's been proven that he lied. Now there's another.
I wish our CEO would have had the balls just to say no. It would have been great if corporations would have said no. We're not mandating this. I mean, you can't stop travel, but so many people took a shot because they needed to get on a boat or an airplane.
Well, I mean, there needs to be some restitution for all these corporations that made people get the shot or made them quit their job because they didn't get it.
If you can prove, and I can, that I got it literally the last day I had to go and get it done because I kept thinking.
And that was late in the game. That was, 22?
Yes.
Like, it was over by then.
Yes.
But here's another win.
Yeah, because we had stayed out of the studio for 13 months.
Oh, Jesus.
I had a home studio, which now benefits me.
It comes in handy now. But here's another win. Another breaking news. The Attorney General of Florida, James Uthmeyer, announced that he and other 2 states are issuing a subpoena for Anthony Fauci because of all this stuff that he got, all these awards, this money he got for all of his COVID stuff. So they're going to subpoena him. It's actually Florida,
What other
West
state?
Virginia,
Okay.
and Louisiana,
Wow.
all subpoenaing Fauci. So I urge Chris Carr, Georgia's Attorney General,
Get on it, Chris.
Get on it. Subpoena this guy. So imagine we get all these red states subpoenaing him. He's going to keep. I don't care if anything happens. Again, I like him being drug out through the coals, having to just fucking take his lashings. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Jeff dropped the F-bomb, kids. Don't say that. Again, we try to do a 4-hour radio show in 30 minutes. Sometimes we go over because we're passionate. Occasionally, a word will be thrown out. But just realize if we were in an FCC studio and radio, we have a dump button. And
Yeah, well, I'd behave myself. And Mike would have to be on the button if we ever were on FM radio talking about Fauci and talking about COVID. He's going to have
he's
to.
like, I got to ride Jeff.
He's got to ride it. Yes.
F-bomb. F-bomb. F-bomb.
So anyway, there's so in contempt. We'll see what happens. I don't think the Department of Justice will pursue anything. However, they did when some of Trump's guys were held in contempt of Congress. Steve Bannon and Peter Navarro were imprisoned.
I know they were.
For doing that. So, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, I'd
or
love
whatever.
Yeah, just put him. Here's the good thing, because the guy's a narcissist, and he is, and then you've got the AIDS thing in the 80s that he was a part of. This guy has really enjoyed the fame of being the dude, and he loved the spotlight, and he ate it up, and the left loved it. Trump may have lit the fuse that later blew up. The only good thing you can say is Trump never would have let the country go out of work as long as it did.
Well, why did he? Why did he listen to him?
I don't know.
I
don't think anybody knew, Jeff.
I knew. How come I knew? How come Adam Carolla knew from January 2020 that this was not a thing?
Aaron Rodgers knew too.
So
You're in good company.
I blame Trump too.
Well, no, you have to, because I think everybody was like, "What is this? What is this?" And then it
was the flu. We already knew it.
Yeah, but the world treated it differently
because of the way that our media listened to Dr. Fauci. Correct. Here's something that's very disappointing.
By the way, tearing him down is good.
Yeah. Let's just keep tearing him down. But here's something that was kind of
because it hurts him.
I was kind of disappointed to hear this. I think this came out in the hearing last week that he's only worth like $12-14 million. Like that's supposed. Okay. I thought it'd be much more for ruining the world. And if you did this to gain from pharmaceutical companies or whatever, I thought he'd be worth a lot more than that. No, after doing this for 50 years.
They gave a little bit, or he's got it hidden somewhere, or his kids got it.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Trust me, he's
got some money stashed away.
No, there's money buried somewhere.
He's got deep state money somewhere hidden. Okay, that makes more sense, because I was like, you ruined the world for $12 million?
No, that's
a shitload of money.
No.
But not to ruin the world and the whole economy of the United States.
Yeah, you need to be paid more if you're going to ruin the world. You need to relax, pop your pill. But the good thing is, if they do hold him in contempt and what's going on, we both have agreed. Just we don't care about jail time. If he gets it, he gets it. Whatever. I just want egg on his face. I want the world to know we don't need to listen to the next guy. What this dude pulled, that he's a joke. And his family has to give back some of that money.
yeah. All those $12 million, right back to the U.S. Treasury.
There you go. Hey, it's Southside Steve from the Yet Come On Show and Yet Come On Bourbon Whiskey. The official location is Rockin' Taco, where you can drink the bourbon and enjoy entertainment almost every single night. And Thursday is the new Friday, and this Thursday, the Yet Come On Show will be live with Yacht Rock Schooner Band. If you love the late 70s and the early 80s, you don't want to miss this. Get your tickets soon at therockintaco.com off Canton Street in Roswell, your party location for the North Side. All right, sports brings us to a situation, and I kind of love it. This is we've got a little sound First off, I'm going to compliment quickly the Savannah Bananas. They have changed the narrative in a lot of ways. And I will tell you that I told the athletes, a lot of the sports guys don't like these guys.
Yeah, well,
Anybody that played
because they're blowing up. And it's funny you mentioned them because, yes, they have changed the narrative. Because when I worked for Fox FM the first time back in 2018,
yeah,
the Savannah, it was still relatively new, this sort of trick. And it was kind of a joke.
It was the Harlem Globetrotters on a low level playing baseball.
But now they sell out Truist Park 2 nights in a row.
Oh, dude, they're crushing. They're crushing. And here's the thing, and somebody put it out there, and I want to give fellow broadcaster and wife of Larry Wax, former regular guys, lead. She goes, this is bananas if you can do it. She just threw something out there. Sandra Golden is a rock star on sports. She's just a great person and great broadcaster. She works with on 92.9 with Steak Shapiro. And she's on the air, I think 9 to 11 or 10 to noon. And she wrote, and I dig it because I have met now the CEO of Savannah Bananas.
Mm-hmm.
I met him because he was in town. He's good friends with Justin Farmer, former WSB broadcaster, Don Farmer, his father, who was on CNN for years. And they're talking, and I meet him at our Buckhead studio at Exit Wealth. He's filming with Justin, and he's talking about the Savannah Bananas and everything and how it all went and how it all started. And we know the history. These guys now are figuring out ticket prices. That's what I love. They have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars building their own secondary ticketing platform.
Oh, wow. So they're not going to be going through Ticketmaster or Live Nation or whatever.
No.
I'm surprised no one else has done that.
Well, I agree with you. So when you look at what they've done, what they can do is stop the fees because you're buying directly from them. Every user is verified, and then tickets can only be sold for face value. So right now, people are taking tickets. These ticket grabbers, we know just
the bots, yeah,
the bots.
They buy them all and then sell
and
them
resell them
on the StubHubs and the third markets,
which drives Live Nation crazy. We know that from Chairman Peter Conlon, who we have on the show. So Savannah Bananas is going to put a stop to it. They realize what they've built.
No, they want to stop scalping. If you want to get
stopping scalping,
except you'll never be able to stop the guy on the side like they back in the day if they had physical tickets.
If you have it,
but I guess they're not going to have that. It's all going to be verified on your phone, so you can't just have some dude outside of Atlanta Stadium. Hey man, I got a ticket for you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and I don't know what's going to happen when it comes to does the NFL do this? Does the NBA do this?
Well, they probably make a deal. I was going to say, like, they probably have, like, Major League Baseball. They have a deal with Ticketmaster, overall, where no team can, like, do their own thing.
Because you hear about tickets for the Super Bowl, the nosebleeders going for $4,000.
Yeah, well, those are appropriately priced. That's the market value.
It is what it is. If the market will bear it, it will pay it. But the Savannah Bananas, you got to hand it to them. Great organization for the kids. My kids love it. I talked with John Rocker. I'm on Rumble with him twice a week, and he can't stand those guys. And I'm like, dude, they flipping, wearing colors, cutting your sleeves off. It is so funny to hear a major leaguer talk about them. Those dudes don't train. They're whatever. They're gymnasts. So it's very funny. But I can say to you, Savannah Bananas worth the price. You're gonna save money. Mm-hmm. And go ahead. You lost me. We're moving quick today. I do want to get in, and we will get into it. Maybe Monday. We'll see if there's any more. I just want to mention Riley Gaines.
Yeah, let's save that for Monday because we're getting thick here, and that's a juicy story because it involves the sexiest athlete. I'm sorry, them developing a serious crush on Sophie Cunningham.
See, and I think Sophie's okay. She's just not my body type, but Jeff is lusting for you, Sophie. So if Jeff comes, he goes, I want to have your baby, because maybe Jeff's had a sex change.
Well, would they kick me out of the stadium?
Yes.
She's got to have guy fans putting up signs. Maybe not.
Well, people are digging her because she's rough and tough, but we'll get into what happened to Riley Gaines. We'll get into all of that. You can check your socials. It may change over the weekend, but let me tell you, we got your number, and the best thing, Riley Gaines hangs out with the woman that started XXXY Sports, and that is cool because guess what? It's all about the chromosome, baby. But let's get into a little track 13 because we are hours away from appearing in Roswell for Yacht Rock Schooner Band. And dude, we are going to be inundated with late 70s, early 80s music.
Yeah, so I thought we probably won't do a track 13 because we're doing the live show tonight, but I wanted to do something that kind of all encompasses yacht rock for our last one of the week. And it's kind of got a good and a bad side. Okay.
Whoa.
No, it's fun. It's fun. This is fun. So first of all, we're going to do a Steely Dan song.
See, I don't even know if I'm a fan of Steely Dan.
I love Steely. They're one of my.
Sorry.
One of my top. I could put them in the top 5 lately. Definitely top 10. Yeah. That's a little known fact about the Doc of Rock. Really into Steely Dan.
All right, now we know a little more about you. Is Steely Dan a real person?
No. You know where they got the name?
No.
It's from, I think, a William Burroughs novel, The Naked Lunch. It was called a steam-powered dildo was called the Steely Dan in this book. I think it was The Naked Lunch by William Burroughs. One of those like, hippie or what do you call those guys? Beatnik writers back in then.
I remember what Beatnik is. Hey man, that's groovy, dude. How's it going, buddy?
But a big Steely Dan fan. However, Steely Dan, one of the main guys, Donald Fagen, not a fan of yacht rock.
Wow.
In fact, he hates the term.
Why?
Yacht rock.
It defined defined his legacy.
I know. And well, I think that's what he doesn't like. He doesn't like that his legacy is being defined by yacht rock.
Well, just to say a knockoff here, Stephen Pearcy does not like hairband.
Okay, I get it.
I made that up, but I don't know.
Well, some guys are offended by that, and some guys embrace it, just like yacht rock. Some guys from that era, they love that they got this revival. They're probably getting all kinds of more residuals than they ever thought they'd get. Do you think the guys in Pablo Cruz thought they'd be getting royalty checks again? No. So anyway, so Steely Dan is very much a yacht rocky kind of band. In fact, Yacht Rock will probably be playing some Steely Dan tonight at the Rock and Talk on Roswell.
Yacht Rock Schooner.
But like I said, Donald Fagen doesn't like it because there's this Yacht Rock documentary that came out a couple years ago. And they interviewed all these guys. And then the guy who put the documentary together called Donald Fagen and said, hey, yeah, we have a comment for our documentary. He's like, what are you from? Yeah, Yacht Rock. Click. Ooh. He just hung up on it. Apparently, he doesn't like that. Ooh. However, like I said, Steely Dan is a very yacht rock centric band. And this song that we're going to do is a big Steely Dan song, Peg, because it has Michael McDonald singing the background vocals. And Michael McDonald is also sort of a father of yacht rock.
There we go. I love it. Doc of Rock.
And this has the best background vocals of Michael McDonald ever. So you can watch the video, listen to the song. Link in the description, and see Yacht Rock Schooner tonight with us live at the Rock and Taco in Roswell. It is the Come On Show.